Now to India, where farmers are staging a large protest this week demanding higher prices for their produce. As tensions rose yesterday, police fired tear gas, scattering thousands of people who were trying to reach the capital, New Delhi. During those clashes, one person died, but today protest leaders say they're undeterred and their movement will continue. Reporting now from New Delhi, here's Pavni Mittal.
At this point, it doesn't seem like the standoff between the government and farmers is going to be resolved anytime soon. Now, the farmers, in honor of the protester who died on Wednesday, said they will suspend the march to New Delhi, but the protest continues in the form of a sit-in. They also blame authorities and the police crackdown for injuries of about 100 farmers, they've said. Now, the government and farmers' unions have held about 4 rounds of talks over the last few weeks, but they have broken down. Farmers have a long list of demands, the most important of which is they want the government to pass a law guaranteeing them a minimum price at which government agencies buys their crops, and they have about 24 crops on that list. Now, the government came back with an offer for about 5 crops, and the farmers have rejected this and say they will continue their march. The government is wary of the farmers and wants to do whatever it can to stem this issue. And part of this has to do with what happened all the way back in 2020. The government passed 3 agriculture reform laws. Farmers protested for more than a year. There was a sit-in at 3 sites on the outskirts of New Delhi, forcing the government to eventually repeal these laws. And you know, India is gearing up for general elections in a couple of months, and farmers are an important voting bloc. So, they're doing whatever they can. On one hand, there is that police crackdown, barbed wires, barricades along the routes, on the borders of New Delhi. Internet has been suspended in some districts. Large gatherings have been banned. And of course, like you said, tear gas has also been fired. On the other hand, the government is saying, well, let's get back to the table, let's have a conversation, let's resolve this. But at this point, speaking to farmers' unions, engaging the sentiment there, this is going to be an uphill task for the government because there is complete breakdown of trust between the two.